Alright, give you a quick step-by-step. Here's the fenders, and we're getting ready to put epoxy primer on the fenders on the insides. I'm going to take and spray all the fenders down with a urethane stone guard and spray tenable spray mix to it and paint them base clear. You can see where previously all the old damage and stuff we've straightened and sanded out and everything. So what this is going to do is help prevent all this from being chipped up and getting rust and more road wear. I'm going to give it a little bit of rubberized coating, and I'll show them to you step by step as I do them. Real quick, I'm going to throw a light coat of epoxy on it all, and then I'm going to put a urethane stone guard down. You can see the insides of the fenders on the front of this car. See what we've put as a texture coating in it. It turns out really, really nice. And what I'll do is go around and scuff this later, knock off these little tiny nubbins to get in things, and the stuff really works good together. And we'll let that cure up real good, and I'll clean it, and we'll wet sand the other side. We'll hang all these and paint them inside and outside all at the same time. And they're all going to get painted. So. Alright, a quick look. We removed the old rotten wood and that was broken, causing the door to flex so bad. And we took out the top piece and made a new piece here and gonna replace this piece. And you look, we put the strip trail bead that's gonna be in it, carved out the little notch for the crank. And then if you go to this other piece, we've tongue and grooved it. And also this piece is thinner on one end and thicker on the other end. It has a bow beveled into it, which is how it sits into this channel. So, and then so we can put the rivets or the bolts back in. I'm just going to stick it in here real quick, let you get a quick look. That's how it'll go back in. It sits right back down in its tongue and groove spot, and that'll help us take back out the flex of the door. We're going to tack these back in, and we're going to stick 2 studs from this side for the center beam to mount that back together. If we come here, we got parts in here, the 2 front runners that run down the frame where the hood shuts. I went ahead and glass beaded these and took in and worked them down, a little bit of body putty, hammer dyed out little waves. They had dents all through them, so I just I smoothed them all up and give us a real nice, you know, they're real nice and slick. All these other parts are up, hanging glass beaded, getting ready to get sprayed. The back valance piece where the gas tank is same thing. It had minor dents all through the back, so we just kind of cleaned it up, skimmed it up. Going to get that all in primer. The visor is real nice. We're going to just put it in sealer and get it ready to paint. Some of the parts on the car were real decent. Other parts were just, you know, worn out. Lower parts down next to the ground. That's just where it is. So, all right, real quick on the door. We have the old wood is all removed and the new wood's been made. We cleaned everything out. We're pre-fitted all the wood. All the wood goes right back in place. We filled out all the holes. I'm gonna mount everything back in. We're clamping the door shut in place, placing strips here and magnets on the door and holding the door firm where it needs to be. And we're gonna fasten everything back in place, but it's lining up real nice. I'll show it to you after it's all back together. Alright, we're taking apart the interior. Each piece is nailed, stapled, glued. They got the interior in. I understand stapling it all the way through. The extra nails and screws are a little much, but anyway, all the inside is falling apart. All this headliner stuff is all coming apart. So it's just it did a nice job with the interior, but I don't know, it's just getting old. It's smelly. All right, I'll come back to it in a little while. All right, give you a quick look. I took out the window mechanism on the top to clean everything and get it out because right now, if you come in here, all these rubber here is gone. It's an old dry rotted hard rubber. Somebody's painted and everything. I'm going to get the replacement rubbers that go here to keep the water from coming in, and it's air and sound. Another thing, it keeps the window lined up in track. The other window, see, these nails are just coming right out. They just pulling right out with my fingers. The other one came out of track over there. I ended up putting a little scratch in it, so I'm gonna pop out the windows, and I'm gonna have to get another one for that side, but that's where I'm at real quick. I'll show you that once I got all that removed. And you got the door, replaced the wood, everything's glued and dried and back in place. Removed all the interior pieces, all the dash pieces, and we're doing the headliner, getting ready to move it out. It is all just falling apart. Is the main reason we're doing this interior. See, this is all coming out of the headliner, and it's falling everywhere. All the interior's falling apart, and the foam's just dried out and different things, and it's makes you quite itchy. So that's what we have going on. We're going to get that removed, and then we'll show it to you in a little bit.